everybody. I am Blind Brian, and I fucking did it again. I forgot to rename the damn stream again for the second day in a row. This is day 5, not day 4, of Disco Elysium Hardcore mode. So let's do that shit. Hardcore! There we go. Fuck, I can't believe I did it again! I feel so stupid. So, we are now in way in uncharted territory. Here's our Harry. Holy Lord, we have $20 dues. And now that the other side is open, we will have many more opportunities to get Tare. Oh shit!
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
As Lieutenant Kitsuragi explained, a patrol officer is the lowest rank of the RCM, below lieutenants and sergeants. Hold on, you're a patrol officer of the RCM.
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too.
No.
Here's the real deal.
I'm on the murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay. Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer? So what precinct are you from? What precinct? Am I from? God, he doesn't know. Fucking deranged lunatic. The sunglasses-wearing man pushes through his teeth. You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong. Yeah, the police, huh? Cool, too, huh? So am I. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, Judy. What are you, the police, doing here? I'm just looking out for you? No one, the man looks at her. I'm just a man with sunglasses, and you are a policewoman. Yes, her voice is quiet. A policewoman who just wants to do her job, that's all. Something about the man with the sunglasses and you, the energy between you is making her uncomfortable. Okay, goodbye.
Yes?
Shit.
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Looks don't count, it don't matter. It's what's on the inside that counts.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going by here.
Vickmeyer, motherfucker.
Come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What do you want?
Something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. It's similar, but different face. He might even be wearing a disguise. Kim, who is this guy? I'm not getting involved in this. It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man with sunglasses and the woman beside him. Ooh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder he just doesn't recognize them. Cool shades, are you wearing a disguise? Yes, it's a hobby of mine. We got some questions for you. I'm a cop. About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? Like a man down on his luck? I'm trying real hard here, man. Oh, he seems taken aback for a moment. We'll go solve your case then. That would count as trying hard.
Again, I can't believe this shit.
Aww. Something that binds you to him. Some type of an outfit, maybe? A uniform. A firefighter's uniform? Exactamundo. I don't think he's a firefighter. I'm not going to ask that. Of course, you don't have to. You can talk about anything you want. Now watch out for yourself, loser. The voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it calling your station and reporting your badge missing? Wait, your voice. I recognize it. Oh, really? I wonder where. I lost my badge recently. When you called in to report it missing, you were there. That's where you That's the where you remember me from? I have a bit of memory trouble. You don't say. Goodbye, then. The voice thing was a coincidence. You're wrong, asshole.
Can I help you?
Yay! We got 20 real done. Let's talk to this dude. Wait, no, let's talk to this dude. Let's talk to Lena.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
You know, to hell with it. Let's have more cryptids. Of course, officers, she smiles politely. Is there a particular cryptid you two are interested in learning about? What's the tiniest cryptid? Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid. Right, okay, we can move on for now. It'd be dishonorable to renege on the promise. He said we could go ahead. Meh. Leo says you're friends with Manana. Okay. What's the borscht you're making there? The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language and seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return. Sorry, I don't understand you. Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits. Yes! Need more vodka. Whoever moved by the Union. Of course, vodka! Now that makes it a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg. No vodka. Cut it. Let's see. Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends. You know what's behind the door? Well, that was fun. Another friendly face. Hey, it's the smoker on the balcony. Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous. There he is again. The smoker on the valley. Right here in the whirling rags. You're here! I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe. Not bad at all. What brings you here? What are you doing here? Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer? This is where I'm going to go down in history. I'm going to sing karaoke. Really? Well, I look forward to that. Tell me about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime. Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building asking questions. Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits? Oh, let me think. He had an accent. Sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely orangese. No, not vaguely. Definitely orangese. Was he alone? Yes, but he was speaking to someone in his earpiece. His earpiece? Yeah, those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear. What was he saying? Just reporting back whatever I was telling him. What did he look like? Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types. What did you tell him? Nothing. That I didn't see anything. And he believed you? Why shouldn't he? Did you tell him about your friend? What friend? Your Sunday friend, the witness. No, I don't think it came up. Thanks for the information. Anything else on your mind? I met your Sunday friend. You did? And how did you like him? You were right. He was magical. Magically bureaucratic. I told you he could be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people. Let's see. Who is he? A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. Or gendarme. He can always return. Return where? To his opportunities in Occident. Sir Leclerc. Still. His coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know. What are you two? Friends, I told you. Sunday friend. Friends like to get together from time to time. What does it mean, a Sunday friend? That he won't be here when times get tough, I guess. Is that even a friend? It is, on Sundays. Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night? He has keys and he likes the view. To the sea, I mean. I want to talk about you. How about the hat I'm wearing? You can keep it, I don't mind. I can appreciate beauty when I see it. Thanks, it's like carrying a piece of you with me at all times. Is it now? He starts laughing. Well, enjoy it. Bye-bye.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to Classy, now I need to talk to Ruby. Why? Fuck! That's a tough one. A civil war is brewing and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby. Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. No, you picked Ruby. Not on my watching. You won't. Ruby's one of us. We're not going to throw her under your moral lantern steamroller. Fuck that shit. And fuck you too, moral fag. There was a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs. Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys. That's nothing. That's legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now? I think they will keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised how quickly the theory presents itself if you keep talking. Damn! Found a key. Saw the winch. Staged like a play. Reconstructed the murder scene. Secret room found. Ruby is a drug dealer, a trader established. And I still failed! Wait, no I didn't. A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its eerie blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotions all chiseled into a single thought. Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him? Because she was here all night with us. He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101. She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:25. She was here during all that time? Yeah, with us drinking. Near the stage there. She didn't go to the toilet? No. In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time? Alright, she took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out, too. She has an operation run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, cop. And just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible. Alright, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This is crucial. Now let's place her on the roof. There's a secret room in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. How? Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop. People said there was a pinball arcade here sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo? East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt. Okay, but how'd she get up? There's no room for a staircase in the building, or an elevator for that matter. The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down the workshop. Good one, Kim. Thank you. The lieutenant is glad he's got the floor plan right there. From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside. Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down, all in under 7 minutes. That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at the secret passage, boys. I'm on it, boss. Right when the lock clears, me and Angus are going up there. It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of... Shush now. You got something else to back this route up, or is that it? Have we finally established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the men was shot and gone? Firmly? Firmly doesn't go well with this could have. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put the bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one. Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least the shadow of a doubt in the shape of a gun. The local pawn shop stole my gun my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her. Wait, if it was jacketed... Ah, I've analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed, so... So it had come from a breech-loading rifle, military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. He doesn't wait for a response. This goes against your short-range theory. If the murder weapon was military grade, how did Ruby get it? I'm just being upfront with what I know. Right, and that's mighty forthcoming of you, so let me extend you the same courtesy. She's connected to you-know-what. Organized crime, down at Jamrock, probably. He's not being too forthcoming, that's not a surprise. So she may have access to semi-automatics, but that's a long fucking stretch of the imagination. I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have been running guns, too. God damn, that's just about your favorite topic. Every fucking 5 seconds. All I'm saying, from what I saw in her cabin, she'd have no trouble getting a gun. Trouble? This is Ravishell. Not even the roidheads in a gym have a carbine. Or even the roidheads in a gym have a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I never saw her carry one. He must be referencing some past case of theirs. He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory. There's a small 28% chance that the shot came from beyond the roof. Now what the hell are we supposed to do with that? That still leaves a 72% chance that it did. He's trying to woo us with cop science, forensic shits. I've heard this mumbo-jumbo. Yeah, but the mumbo-jumbo he's saying goes against his theory A. It does? Yes. Just making sure we're on the same page. It doesn't all fit. We're sharing info. Candidly, the local pawn shop sold my last gun to a woman. Maybe it was her. You lost your gun? What an idiot. The big man leaned to tell me, did you lose it before the murder? Yes. No. No, you didn't, and Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him. Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack. That was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder, just that we need to find her. I don't know, cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first? Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour. Titus, we're not seriously considering, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would you do something like this? Plan 3, motive, the last component. It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up, and I suppose you have a theory on that. She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus. Think about it. Why go through all the effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it. She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit right when she came back downstairs. Really, Shanks? Classy wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd been first. Time for a logic demonstration. Shanky, let's assume you killed him. I didn't do it, fucker. It wasn't my plan. You probably did, though. This is just a thought experiment. Thanks, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, got down. Would you prefer to go on trial with your buddies as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder? Fuck you, man. I'd never fuck my guys over like that. She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus. Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit. Ooh, so he didn't rule her out completely, and she skipped town. This is good. Maybe it's part of a leadership challenge against you, Titus. There's no fucking leadership challenge. Just when I thought you were taking this seriously, cop, you put your head in your ass. Man, now he's just throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks. Okay. We've ruled out infighting. This is how it works by exclusion. All we need to do is rule Ruby out. That's all this is. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you. You had expressed on occasion your dislike of the mercenaries present in Martinet, right? Whack someone in my district? That doesn't curry favor with Titus Hardy. She has to know that. It's the kind of chin-rubbing men often leaders do when they think of punishment. You have to see it. Doesn't add up. We need to talk to her. A very small nod and a trickle of tobacco spit in his lip. Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about ever since you asked me where she is. Add to your list of suspicions if you want. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just up and left. Got real scared too. Wouldn't tell me where, however hard I asked. Want to know why? She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. And by now I probably would. She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'll find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why is fleeing always incriminating? Why fleeing is always incriminating? Yay, I leveled up! Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. Won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. When did she leave? Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got the word that RCM was in town, and she came to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation. What was she scared of? I told you. You. Me personally? Yes, you. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes. I'm sorry, God, why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? It seems you have that effect, especially on women. Right, that's the second one who is trying to flee you. You know, when I first saw you limp in here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply, but now I'm not so sure. What did she tell you about me? She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're the human can opener, that you play suspects against each other. Open them up like cans. Fucking hell, Titus, did he just open Angus up like a can? Yeah, he did. Now we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day. How about you? Is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener? You are insistent. Anything else? Anything? Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. She was burning on her lips. This cop, Titus, this cop. But she was too scared. Scared, you should be, too. A strange fear. A metallic tone in your mouth. Change the subject. Do you have any clue where she went? She's not far, we know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot. Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. She'll never find her. Yeah, Alan, we won't either. She's not really a party candidate anymore, is she? She is not, Glenn. Have you looked for her? A little, on the coast. Where have you looked for her more precisely? More precisely, on the coast. Past the waterlock. She's not there. Here, so I'm thinking she's there. Can you tell me on the coast where I should start looking? Sure, there's some shithouses there. A cinder block town. The fisher folk refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies crash. Time for you to step up. We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like? Boyish. Hair's red, dyed red. No, she looks like a lorryman. Do you know what she's doing with union frequencies? I have no idea, boys. She says she's building a pale emitter. What? We were talking about radio equipment. She says she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more. This guy barely understands what he's talking about. There you have it. It's not much, but it'll do. It'll have to. Shake it. His grip is firm and reassuring. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material. You should be a cop, Titus. What are you going to get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were. And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby is afraid of you. Yay! I gained a level. I'm as happy as a clam. You know what we need? One of these things. There we go. That's the ticket. Ding! Yay. Now off we fuck! You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you, that Ruby of yours? Yeah, and? Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Classy? It was nice and Ruby-centric to the end. What do you mean? Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash? The bullet was jacketed. They just don't lie around everywhere, do they? Good point. It's rather rare these days, but do continue. Well, the bullet didn't come from the roof. Didn't have to come from the roof. It could come from anywhere on the coast. Absolutely, it could come from anywhere, but you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof. The footprints on the pinball workshop didn't fit with Odd Soul's prints on the crime scene. No, they didn't. So far, no one has mentioned hearing the shot. Notice how this hasn't come up at all? Even the Hardys and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you. I'm done thinking about this. That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now, you know that? Freeze a bird on a roof, lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Classy probably didn't do it. Alright. Mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Shoot. Suit of armor was issued to an Orangey citizen named Ellis Cartner. Date of birth unknown. They found it as a newborn on a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the unit, survived, and was assigned to a foster family at 2. This is what ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the military academy in Bradford, and served in the Orangey's forces until he was honorably discharged. Then the armor followed him to Semenine, or at least I assume it did, and that's it. There are no records of his employment in Cornell or any other incarnations, or him even entering Ravishall. Wait, he was found in a leaf compactor? It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's detail the hospital had. The only detail in the files, so I thought it'd be good for you to know. It is, thank you, Alice. Any information on his foster parents? None. So all we have to connect him to is the armor. Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work. Well, now we have his name and service record. Yay, I leveled up again! The name. Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims. Glad the inquiry was helpful. Hey, Sylvie, it's the police again. Oh, great. Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the whirling? Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I'm sorry about that. She doesn't sound like she's actually that sorry. You mean you can't tell me anything about me? But I'm me! Fuck. Ah! Neat! Fractured bullet and where is it? Backyard wall.
What is this, Kim? This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle. This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that. Is it a coincidence it being on the roof? Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see. Does the flower blossom in early spring? Yes, but not this early, not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved. Who pinned them? Which side? The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists, whites, their color, but the custom started in the suzerain army, as it held meaning for the kingsmen, too. It's about girls and boys more than sides, girls spending off boys who are going to their deaths and also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's the symbol of the Civil War. Very well. Yay! Hey, there it is! Yay for us. We'll do that shit later. Now we gotta find... backyard wall? Oh, yeah. Up that way. Despair decor. Do we have a point? We do have a point. I guess we do this just on an as-needed thing. Next is going to be hand-eye coordination. I'm a smirk.
Again, I can't believe this shit.
You know who it is. It's like two of you have known each other. Just ask him. Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere? Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere. Another life. From where? Another life? Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and fictional reality? 41st? Okay, okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now they're really getting somewhere. He gives you a long, meaningful looking at somewhere good. Let's talk about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned. Oh, the hypothetical 41? Yes, let's fantasize about it. I'm not busy, you're not busy, let's just play around. What would our relationship be in this alternate universe? Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? You seem like a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner. Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind, partner. No, you wouldn't cramp my style at all. Okay, how about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever you're doing then? Do you have a crime to solve? No. You see, I enjoy watching other, better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work. This isn't helping. Who else is in our imaginary police station? You're not going to believe this, but... police officers! Yes, sir, solving crimes, getting up locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting drunk at their drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular, boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing's particularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung. Who is the far-out son of Lung? Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Not even a little bit. It's an urban myth about an officer who's so far undercover he can't remember who he is. Like I said, just an urban myth. You're not the son of Lung. Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that. I can't imagine it anymore. Neither can I, partner. Neither can I. Now will you answer some questions for me? No. Why not? Because it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging? If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things. Actually, I don't want to hear you say things. Come on, John. Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things. Hire that. He wants you to say things. Say one! Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head. Okay, the person who was shot and hanged. He may have been shot by the person who made it look like he was hanged. A cover-up, where the author of the cover-up is the perp. Makes sense. I know, right? But what's the motive? You don't have a motive? Then the double cover-up seems too neat. I don't know. Why are you... It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom, even. Strange. Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Let's talk about the hanged man again. Okay, why not? Let's do the whole thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time. Okay, the person who was shot and made it look like he's hanged. He might be shot by the people who hung him. I get it, okay, but what's the motive? To cover something up? That would be my first guess. Yes. Hey, why am I telling you these things? I don't know. Why are you? Okay, I'm doing this investigation and it turns out he was shot and hanged. You think he was hanged as a cover-up to hide the shooting? Yes. Okay, well... Oh, okay, and then he doesn't. There we go. Well, where have you looked for her? We think she might be on the ocean. What's to hear? Through no luck. This place is ruined from the bombardment. A lot of places to hide there. Hell yeah. Hey, why am I telling you this? I don't know. Why are you? See you around. Okay, the man with the sunglasses in this hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? I know. Super weird. There's something we're missing here. Something you can't put your finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy and you'll probably get laughed at, but still, I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station. Cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again, I can't believe this shit.
I'm gonna say no, just to see what you'll say next to that. Okay. Okay? John, give it a rest. Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something that kind, not a cop. Go off in your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Yes? What is it?
Look, something is really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station? God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake. Can I actually help you with something? Yes, of course, preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible. Are you with him? Of course I am with him. Why do you ask? You look cute together. And you look like you don't bathe on principle. Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay? Okay, goodbye. That was fun. Yes, we need plenty of hand-eye coordination because there will be gun in the work. Ugh. Where is it? There it is. Backyard wall. Where the fuck is that? These are found white checks. On white are available to try now. Where? 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 There, empathy and hand-eye coordination. Maybe your husband's missing. My husband? No, he's not. So where could he be? I don't know, at home now, or out drinking with his friends, working? Where's this going, officer? So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is. Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time. Wouldn't you like to? No! I can totally help you find your missing husband. Why are you still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband. She has though. Her husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay. It's okay. What? It's alright not to know where your husband is. Nothing shameful about that. Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing. Maybe your children are missing. No, absolutely not. Okay, so where are they? Are you a policeman or a nanny? I police whatever I want. Where are they? They're not missing, sir. You know where they are? They're here home smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance. They're at home, right? Smoking cigarettes. What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends in Jamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past their age. They need to protect them from everything. Everything. Where are they? The youngest girl is just 16. Jenny is turning 18 next month. We shouldn't even be talking about this. And can you describe their appearance? Any features that stand out? Something to make identifying a little easier. Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you they're not missing? They're in Jamrock, safe and at some stupid party. It's for the investigation. I'm trying to be professional. There's no investigation here. I can't tell you that. Okay, it must be asked then. What are you doing here? Why are you pursuing this? Is it a hunch? Maybe your cockatoo is missing. I don't mean... you were being... What do you mean I'm being a cockatoo? Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. They're a great book at the bookstore. Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain or your heraldic bird? Actually, that's just what I'll do. Thanks for the tip. Wonderful. That was fucking great.
You broke down the back door. The ward's the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme measures. I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape. What are you talking about? It's just a door. This place is cursed. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy you've ruined everything. Now you've broken the door. The curse is coming to get me as well. Host Almighty, she prays guard me in my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the door. Blessed be your name. I thought the curse wasn't real. Of course you did. You're nothing but a policeman. Alright, you know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area, but you're set on a path. There's little else to do. The facade has dropped. Now you see the curiosity behind the fear. But before you go, did you encounter the malignant entity? The entity? No, I didn't think so. Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch. I've suspected she knows more about the curse than she lets on. You mean the chimney? I heard voices coming from there. Yes, I heard that it's enormous. She's barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing in there. Some unnatural magic. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to it. If you're really interested in cracking the mystery, then we should get back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do. Despite the cool, he's interested in solving this mystery too. I'm looking for a book about cockatoos. A book about cockatoos. There should be one next to the... Yeah, except I'm poor. So I'll have to come back to that later. Oh wait, no, that one's not safe. No, 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 no. No, 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 that's not safe. Alright, fine, I'll put on my fucking flashlight. Physical instrument, huh? This is the police. Who's there? After you, officer. Yay! We're physically instrumental. Haha!
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
She got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching. Hold on, what do you mean by milieu?
Yes, a milieu is like a calling station. You need a two-way radio to access one. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
I haven't knocked on your window.
And how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games. You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count? Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice.
Good. My rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
How did you become a dice maker? How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but there's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Do you like role-playing games yourself? Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay, and role-playing players are customers. They're nice people. Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items. She's thankful for the security they provide her. What do you know about the man who was lynched about whirling in rag? Nothing, really. I didn't know him. Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening? I'm sorry, Detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. What do you mean by daily ruckus? Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are those kids, and lately I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. It must be because of the strike. But I never saw anybody during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. You never took your eyes off your work? I might have, but in the case all I would have seen was my own reflection. It's light here, but dark in the yard. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark. Besides, I rarely get out to look out the window when I'm in the zone. Do you often work Sunday nights? It's an odd profession, making dice, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home. Thank you for your answers. Hey, where are we, anyway? We're inside the chimney of the old central furnace. It's strange. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. But besides, I don't have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus. Creative. I've heard the place is cursed. Did you know people call it the doomed commercial area? I've heard the stories, but I don't think the stories are true. Pleasance is the one you convinced me. She's convinced the place is swarming with malicious energy. Pleasance the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. Alright, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the Whirling and Rag? Some people say it's part of the building complex. No, the Whirling isn't doing very well either. Its waitress took off, and customers have troubles paying bills. And then there's me. I've been here 14 years selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energy. Strange, isn't it? It's because she's in cahoots with the demons. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse. I was just about to ask. What do you think? Do you think the curse is real? The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity. I'm starting to see there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we had this sound out. Anything else I can help you with? Do you know what happened to other tenants? Everyone else is gone, more or less. Are you interested in anyone specific? Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind. There used to be a hair salon here, right? Yeah, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. It turns out the working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word. You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. A bit of experimenting isn't that bad. It's not about the haircut, it's about confidence. What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more open-minded. I guess it wasn't that time yet. What happened to the gym? It wasn't really a gym, it was a boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crimes. And who was Artimatep? A kind man. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym. Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club. Huh, Kuno. Who's Kuno? He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. Oh, yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. How'd the community project work? It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation worse. At some point, someone started a room with a punching bag was full of amphetamines. It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that. Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This is a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. What's up with the broken windows? Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with that one, right? Turns out the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milieu. Who would have guessed? What's a snuff milieu? Trust me, you don't want to know. And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway, and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. What's a snuff milieu? It's a sub-rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money and get off on it. Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-rosas. This isn't our problem. Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around. You mean Mr. Fabro, the taxidermist? No, he mostly did drugs. I found a creepy mannequin. There used to be a fashion atelier here. I'd forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years. Until the insect rights advocates came. Insect rights advocates? What in the name of... The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made from in the Occident where it's extracted from beetle wings. You know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident? The activists shut down the biggest chitin suppliers, which of course caused the price to skyrocket, and naturally all the most fashionable taste makers refused to be seen in chitin. From there on, the atelier went bankrupt. But insects don't have any brains or feelings. Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little far. Anything else? What's with the rotor blades and skis? They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tallulah or Tiamat or Kashkor or wherever he is. That's illegal, running off with the company's money. Why hasn't he been arrested? Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business. Besides, Slipstream is history now. All the remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why the skis and blades are still lying around. I found a strange machine. Fortress Accident, the radio game studio? She liked them. They were an interesting bunch. We talked role-playing systems every now and then. Once I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Whirl. They certainly took their work very seriously, even though they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedule. What do you mean liberal? What happened? The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done. What happened? What went wrong? Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. It did look impressive. Yeah, but when the money started to run out, they began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and stuff. In the end, they didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings. There was a terrifying taxidermy bear in the cellar. Oh boy, the fabled Ravishal Ice City. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about the other ideas. Indeed, what were the other ideas? There was only one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents an hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing. Freet does the same thing. I know a girl like that. She works at Freet, and she's not particularly friendly. Employing sulky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering in the shop. And they already had the bear. What about the bear? The bear. It didn't work out. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants an ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well. Half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, it lost a price war to its rival. They sold caramel sundaes for 3 cents apiece out of regular fridges. Is the market doing its job? Maybe, because the taxidermist who made the bear wasn't doing his job. He said the bear was his vision bear. He said he made his vision bear while high on dissecants. He called it the Megatherion. Sounds cool. Scary, but cool. What's a vision beast? It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life. By telling you to do more drugs, mostly. I don't do drugs. Very good, you shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. Anything else? Found the building's intercom, but it's not working. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of the doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion. The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her, then. That's right, I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. I was wondering about the Whirling and Rags. Is it part of the same building complex? You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the Whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt anybody responds. If the Whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. East Delta Pinball, is that now in Whirling? Yes, I've heard it used to be a gaming arcade. This was an ancient failure before my time. I'm not surprised, however. You know, there's something the cafeteria this is something cafeteria management might want to know. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, florigraphy, trick track, especially pinball. This means the Whirling is part of the doomed commercial area. Garte is going to love this. I don't know this Garte, but something tells me he won't. A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company in Slipstream SCA. Someone answered. It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Pleasance from the bookstore. First, it wasn't Pleasance. I would have recognized your voice. Alright, but did this person say anything? She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics. It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you? Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit it was a harmless prank. No, it was something else. Something eerie, you know. You're bright, I probably just got made fun of. Might be a recording. I called it and got the same message. Why would they have that? I'm still convinced it was nothing more than an elaborate prank. My money's on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in old buildings like this. Tell me about your most extraordinary die. A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. No, I'm afraid it's not worth it. What kind of die do you think fits my personality? I think I've got just the right one for you. Police colors. Because I'm a police officer, right? Not the most original, but sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift from me. A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it. Totally overthinking it. Mr. Smooth Moves, you snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie. Wink at the dice maker. What are the odds? The red one's made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. I believe these dice are your lucky charm, officer. She winked back at you. Can you believe it? You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves. You'll definitely need luck in Martinet. Neat. Can I sell them? The Siren's dice. Very cool. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll talk to Pleasance and we'll talk to Garte and we'll get the fuck out of here. Give me my pry bar. Now we should probably talk to Pleasance first.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
I talked to the entity. Her name is Niha, and she's a novelty dice maker. A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. What does she need? Why does she need the dice? Or some kind of sorcery? Perhaps they use the ankle bones of sheep. She's not a sorcerer or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman, just like you. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the Sword of the Doom? How does she explain her curse? Before you say anything, ask yourself, is this woman really able to withstand the truth? The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight, a drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire. She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. Too many inconsistencies? What kind of talk is that? Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything. As I said, she's an off-duty ice maker. Her business has been up and running for a long time now. Yes, because her business consists of psychic leech. It's feeding the curse. I see you've fallen for her manipulations, detective. The investigation is over. I just hope you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing. Do buy some books and be on your way. Wow, total psychic collapse between you two right now. There was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind. For now, well, farewell for now, bitch. Many cockadoos. $3.99. Well, I'll have to come back for it. Because I will pick it up, because I'm not a thief. Even if I am poor. Alright, where is it? Yay! A rifle, Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks like an old 446 from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique. Make? It was a Bell Margrave, a Revacholian, the BM. Yeah. Is anybody still making these rifles? No, but Zeiliger, a major fine arms, ended up with a surplus, so there's still a lot of these old qualities appalling. Antique enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for a well-preserved antique. What are you thinking? I think I know where this came from. Okay, and the shot probably came from a Bell Margrave rifle. An antique, that makes sense. Let's see, there can't be many breech-loading rifles in Martinet. That's probably a good thing. I happened to hand it to the monarchs. It's quite admirable. They took the advice of the criminologists of the last century and banned the use of breech-loaders in peacetime. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they're trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end. Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement of front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the moralists. Makes you consider every shot. I like it. Imagine if everyone, cop citizens, had access to firearms, they could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second and third comes much easier. But back to the investigations. No, I'm not going to say anything. Almost got fucking politicked. Seems we're looking for an antique enthusiast. Yay! Alright. What are my tasks? Find your heraldic bird. Well, alright. So we're gonna go to the Whirling in Rags and tell Garte not to do the fucking idea because it failed before. Oh shit! It's time to look for sales. Give me just a second here. What the fuck is this? Ugh. Pass. What is going on with Steam?
Can I help you?
I have to warn you, I may have discovered the whirling as part of the doomed commercial area. What? Why would you say that? We're in a completely different address from the whole thing. He knows of the doomed corporation area and its address. He thought about this. Now wait, so you know about this curse? Everyone knows of it. The whirling is listed as an intercom. One of the businesses in Building B. You should get your wiring fixed. I called and couldn't reach you. I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the whirling. Though perhaps the whirling will escape the curse. Does this look like a doomed commercial area? This is pre-revolutionary tile work. These high ceilings, a nice room. Well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. They've kept this place up through hail and sleet. Fuck me if some doom ghost. He's done a fine job too, though he's spoken of the place dismissively. The hostel is actually very important to him. You really care about the whirling, huh? Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area. You shouldn't be so worried about that label, you know. I don't place much stock in it, but the label frightens clientele. Who wants to stay in a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that. Who owns this place? Some real estate company. They never come around. Just to collect money. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved. Who named it Whirling in Rags? Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company. It was you? You look surprised. What? It's a great name. I know. Cafeteria manager comes up with great names too. It's from a song. Hail, Holy Queen by the Eterniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Seas. You're whirling in rags. You're vast and you're sad. Good pick. What about the other cafeterias? What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't tell you how sick I am of Krasmazov and Ignace Nilsson and all those old ghosts. He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him. And the others? The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like the whirling. Well, good luck to this place. Luck has nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help. Against the doom, it's implied. Yay, we're helping. Good for us. Alright. I wonder. Does this work? Hey, it does work. Yay. I want to see what's going on for the fucking sales. Oof, those sales suck. Ugh. God, I hate when sales suck. If they're gonna be shit, what's the fucking point of having them? Damn, we actually don't have that much to do. Alright. Off we go. There, working class drunks. You know what that means, right? Case solved? What the fuck does that mean? Let's go find our bird. Hang on, actually. What I can do is this. I need to Google something. Yeah, I don't want that fucking thing. There we go. What sort of cock is he you always wanted to be? A bang bang, a funeral, a major majestic, a fuck up, a 2. +1 sorry cop. You buy for 10 experience. That's kind of lame. Oh well. Tis what tis. We got shit to sell.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Let's see. Have people from Everclare's Union come here to track the gun? Maybe. Shady-looking guys came here yesterday. Looked like they'd just taken off their wild pine overalls. They said if I have a police weapon, I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip. But you know, all sorts of people come here, ask for all sorts of things. Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun. Alright, looks like we're going to new territories. Here we go. And look, we're already finding money. Ooh, Jamrock Biker Cop sunglasses. That's up my alley. +1 empathy, -1 logic, huh? Neat officer shades. Empathy and logic. 2 empathy, -1 suggestion, huh? Yes, yes, yes! Rust peel off the bent iron post of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton. There's a small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere. What happened here? In this yard? He's assessing the situation and how long it was abandoned. Someone thought they could have a summer house in a block
obscure for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago. Wait, what's a block obscure? A black block, a part of the city left unrenovated after the war, or one that has fallen to gang violence or has become inhospitable in some other ways. On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name. So this part of the coast is a block obscure, practically. It's not an official term, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunk, life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer home. Maybe they left something useful behind. Yes, for you to pick up as part of the Jamrock Shuffle. It's not meant as nagging, just an observation. We should move. I don't think our suspect is in this particular yard. Yay! Oh my god! We found the song. Thank Christ. This porter reel is what you needed. The reel is attached to the apparatus was that Franklin. Let's see. Within seconds, you know, this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trashed your room to. The one tells it like it is. This is your tune. A click and then silence. The tape stops spinning. No, I couldn't. It's too sad. I might try and trash your room again. Crying is good. It gives your performance authenticity. Besides, you already know the lyrics once you listen to it like a million times. Yep, they're here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands in your way. What? Garte. You have to convince Garte to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand. I have to. Jesus Christ, an entire $1. Well, now I've got plenty of money to get my spirit animal. I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna go do both of them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dosh. Woohoo! I likes this, Dosh. Don't do that. Sing the sad one. It's profound.
Can I help you?
No, you don't. It's not happening. He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man. This is my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say I'm sorry. By causing more trouble, I think we're good. It's part of my quest for self-discovery. Help me. The Whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the customers. Why do you even have the PA system if no one's going to use it? It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it at the Great Karaoke Catastrophe of 44. What happened? A lot of people got killed because some asshole wanted to sing karaoke. It's not a prop, it's for your clients. I know it's used. Okay, yes, it's for some clients. I'm a real client. I paid my bills and I have the right to use the karaoke machine. Huh. Well, we don't have any tapes that all got stolen. That's alright, I have my own song with me. The man in the vest stares at the tape. He begins to frown hard. Fine, fine. Climb up on the stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair.
I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine. I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh god, we're gonna fuck this up. This feels right. You belong here. Okay, we need to get every piece of fucking drama up on our person. Drama. Drama. There. 2 drama. Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke. I can see that. Test it. Okay. We'll do it later. We'll do it in the evening. Oh, lordy Lou! Fucking wrist pop finally. I'm waiting for that one. Cockatoos! What problems do these birds have? It probably only has... He probably doesn't have feathers and only screams. Alright. It's the Jamrock Shuffle. A banged up fuel canister. This is where the tracks in the plaza were leading to. It appears to be so. Let's investigate. I agree. We should definitely investigate. You get a sudden sinking feeling in the stomach as it comes up as you look at the motor carriage. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea. Run your hand over the cold metal. Rust, moss, and sea life have already claimed it for themselves and initiated a slow decomposition process. What's this MC? Logo's too deep, you can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by. How long has it been here? The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since Sunday or Saturday. Well, 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 looks like Jacob Errs' journey came to an abrupt end here. Your mocking tone finds no response but the motion of the waves. Enough gloating, this is serious. Yes, quite. What should we do? Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside. Great idea, then we can get things inside. The Joyrider must have something good inside. Guns, paper, maybe a cool jacket. A Joyrider jacket? A Joyrider jacket? Maybe he's some kind of Joyrider's district and likes blue and white's racing library like a cop would. Sit on the swing and wait for the for that to decide. I'll bet it's mine. I'll bet you're the idiot who fucking did it. Hinges creak. Hold on, this looks very blue. What's your favorite blue thing? That's right, just keep at it, it'll come to you. He's gloating at you. Oh, it's so easy for you, Mr. Teacher. This tide sure is... So was your dad also, you know... Pretty sure I told you already, my dad and mom are both... half solid, alright. If you have to side with either the shipping company or the strikers, who would you choose? Luckily, I'm already a member of an independent organization, therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place. But if someone puts a gun to your head... Can you make out the mark now? Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd you hadn't. It's a Capri, Model 40. It's a simple and rugged machine, favored by men, government, firefighters, and animal control, you know, those kind of people. Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for? It's as if he knows what it stands for, but he wants you to say it's pedagogical. Oh God, no! I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry. 41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach and the most terrible feeling comes over you. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy and the air tastes airy. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, what did you do? No, no. Yes, it's your car is in the sea. Face it so we can start dealing with it. Oh my God, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea. I'm afraid, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle to the sea right here. The badge, the gun, and now this? They're not going to take me back after this, are they? People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly. People, yes, but not you. How do we get it out? Detective, we don't. They're just gonna be there like that? I'm afraid it will. Parts of it might be still salvageable, but overall this machine is a write-off. Well, at least I can see what's in there now. Yes, let's go take a look. Go to your inventory and interact with the item by pressing interact. This is it, the scene of the party. The fire pit, the cigarettes, the bottles, all evidence. Hold up, don't you mean the scene of the crime? Not as such, I'm talking about what came after, the party scene. So it does seem like a lot of folks partied here. Looks like we've had a couple of party goers here. This is some kind of theater to them, a circus production by a great clown. Hey, my badge! Oh shit.
Yes?
A police badge. Some seaweed is stuck to the back. I found my badge. At least something good came out of all this. Study the badge. Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the same as street grid. You see photo, name, rank, a document number, date of issue, and in the lower right corner your precinct. Look at the photo. The man keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. He used an old photo for a new badge? How old? 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns. And he's winking. Why? Why do you think? His face is clearly contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you. It looks better on him because he isn't as much pain while producing it as you are now. Though there's already a hint of the pain, certainly. Name, Harriet Dubois. Harry, that's long for Harry, so you are Harry. Everett was half right. Probably not a lot of people who know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't. Harry Dubois it is, then. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harry Dubois. He's not going to call you Harry. He's going to call you officer whenever he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. Rank. And Lieutenant W. Reftor. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. Is the highest rank the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. I'm a W. Reftor. The title of Reftor is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, you have declined twice, thus you're doubled. There are many reasons one would decline. The rank above you is in your precinct's decomptage may be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect, and sometimes they just prefer they have police work. In your case, lieutenant. Heavy-duty case-solving machine. What's a decomptage? It's a hierarchical structure employed by the RCM. It means counting down to twos. The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left-leaning during the Revolution, which was, junior officers, patrol officers, sergeants, lieutenants, captains. Kings like the satellite officers and the additional guardian, The long and short of it is you're his superior. Wait, satellite officer? They're giving me... So you've been putting up with me because we're of the same rank? No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you're doing good police work. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea, and now we've even found your badge. He trusts you for now. Try not to spoil it. I thought my rank was drunk. Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary. Thanks, that gives me hope. Good, he says with a quick smile. Serial. Revershall Jamrock, 41, with some numbers thrown in. Date of issue, 7th of November 15th.
Let's see. You seem to have been doing well then. The pain in your chest tells you were working yourself to death during that rank. You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. Precinct 41. You have all of Jamrock. You should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is. It's no wonder you're like you are, but then again... it's a legendary district and a hell of a station, too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Bergara... Suddenly, names... Yay, I know who I am now! Let me see. Trace a path. There. Holy Christ, I thought we'd never find the fucking thing! Ugh. Now where the fuck is my gun? We're gonna go in here. See what we can see. It's a chair. It's a postcard. It's a boutonnet? I look completely fucking ridiculous. Wait, I saw a thing. Oh, god damn it. No, that was useless. Fuck. Intersolary trousers? +1 to Kingdom of Consciousness. What the fuck does that mean? To Google! Oh, well, that's nothing then.
Yay, more Tare.
Hey, tequila! Good to see ya. How's business? How's the old reality situation treating ya? So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high concept reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name, like you call someone Billy Brunel, the leader of the 4th Street Gang. Not too hot. I'm on a 42-year losing streak.
That's harsh. I'm like 3 or maybe 4 years into mine. Wait, no. Make it 5. Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doomspiral either. Haven't found those keys yet. Haven't won that great piece of arts back. No word from my business buddies.
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately? Can't really remember seeing any woman after losing my keys. What do you guys do around here? We are saving the world. Please, please, don't call, don't call. Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower, but that didn't work out. Now it's a pirate's life for me. What is a tequila sunset? It's you. You're a tequila sunset. How do you know that? We've met before. Don't you remember? Nope. Aha! You want to know how tequila sunset came to be? Yes. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. By Tequila Sunset, I mean you, the man, the myth. Wait, did we meet on Friday? Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case hoping to be the early bird who got the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz, because as far as I know, all you did was get pissed drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people you're a police officer, and it'd be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept if you ask me. Oh yeah, not the first time it's come up. Hey man, I'm not judging. This life's a valley of woes. Some of the highest concept people in history have killed themselves and been drunks. Either way, it was late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, got our drunk on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage driving up, followed by a series of dings and bangs. Do you remember the sound of wood cracking, the billboard? Naturally, the loud noise piques the interest of anyone with a pair of ears. That's just the reality that's just the reality we're in. Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening toward the coast at top speed. It sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and jumped to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold, a beat-up police carriage containing you, right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come, to which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things." Oh God, what happened next? Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice. Your hands cramped on the steering levers. You ran towards the ice where you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt and covered in seaweed and shit like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted we all call you that. That's not... My real name is Harry. No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother. How long did we party for? Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Ravishalian women, how they're beautiful, and also whores and so on, and how one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything. Wow, that's quite a story. Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him. If only you knew. Did I tell you anything about the specific about the person that fucked me? You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and we've all been fucked too. No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here. Abigail. It seemed pretty painful. If I had to guess, I'd say you were still working through some shit. Did I mention losing anything else? Besides your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or your heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too. That's a big one. Did I say anything about my colleagues? You told us they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. It's more like you were cramping theirs. No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show. Did I say anything about the case? Yeah, you said it was no biggie and you'd solve it in no time. He takes a swig and that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now. A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop. Did we talk about politics? Yeah, you said it was okay that you crashed your carriage because the spectral hand of the market was guiding you. This was before you started talking about how the pinkies were always trying to fuck you. Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was? You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop and the damage you inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temple, saying, "You're stupid, stupid, stupid." I don't want to hear anymore. It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past, that's why I avoid mine at all costs. You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. You want to tell me another one sometime? Whoop-de-doo, so now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right, why not? Better than a beach bum. Yeah, want to tell me I became Idiot Doom Spiral? It depends. Are you willing to help me out? You might get scammed here. I have a feeling this is going to cost me a bit. No, the reality of the situation requires a modest contribution, a little motivational package. What do you need? Booze. Did you already forget our party, the thing I relayed to you earlier? So have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story seems fair to me. I've got some sweet Commodore Red. Classy. Before you can start, one of the other bums interjects, "Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that? Don't call Abigail." Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George, but around here you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual, a founder/junior partner at a high-concept creative services agency. When my story began, I just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. Go on. I used the profits to finance what I called a cultural incubator, abstract value generator, value per person, high-concept stuff. I developed a paradigm, worked within the paradigm, then the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane. Did the jogging help? It did. With my trusty sand-streaked tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world, but now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit. Now, what happened? One day I left on my evening run, as you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets. His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels circling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes. So I removed the keyring and put the keys on the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jingling. At least that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality of the situation became very wet very quickly. How wet are we talking? Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. I made my way back home and discovered I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass. Ouch. Ouch indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then, me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower, but when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard, standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets. I realized I'd also forgotten my apartment key. You've got to be shitting me. He turns his head towards the skies and said, "I wish I were, Tequila, I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office." Okay, so what happened next? I rang my neighbor's buzzer. It was late and most of them didn't answer. There were those who assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People were naturally wary of admin, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Just then I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. When I reached my office, I remembered I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day, and since I had hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I hadn't gotten into my apartment for years. My girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. He pinches his thigh to check whether the reality is the reality. So now you heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you ever heard, huh? I've only been a hobo cop for a few days now, but it doesn't seem so bad. The hobo lifestyle definitely has some perks, not having to pay rent first and foremost. Not being responsible for 20 other people is nice too, but that charm wears off quickly. Before you know it, you're wearing a shit-stained tracksuit and spending your days picking tare. Why do you keep losing your stuff? Good fucking question. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra pants tracksuit? I used to own my own reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment and an even nicer piece of ass, but somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only thing I haven't lost are these two drunks. You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps the lost jacket is something you could help with. What's this about a lost jacket? Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. It didn't really go with my lycra, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective. Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Okay, where'd you lose it?
If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, it was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market. That's a lot of places. Somewhere north of here. You could see around, see if anybody's seen it. What was the name of your agency? My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with lowest form of marketing, the color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits into an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy, I was financing a group of poets, and each Ravishel who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit. If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't. Mixing oil paintings with breasts to make ads isn't high art, it's just cynical wankery. That's so high concept, I have no idea what it means. I know. It was fucking awesome, I know. Until I went on a jog unleashing a cascade of doom that washed away. What's up with the tracksuit? What, you've never seen 100% Lycra? Go on, feel that primo material. You really shouldn't touch it. Good God, it's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it. Randomized trials have also found Lycra to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers, so you also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell, but you don't even want to think about that. Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum. Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it. That's because you guys are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're not next to the bay. You could wash them any time. What about the other drunks? My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, they're exactly what they look like. Hey, Tequila, you want to buy some speed? Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop. Remember, I thought he was a cool cop. Don't call Abigail. And this is Ab. So yeah, it's basically us. We drink together. Let's see. Let's see. I don't have any on me right now.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy? So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. Also, I have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Quite the business venture you've set up here. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking it like a bitch goat in the backyard. You see, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liqueur exquisite, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everybody on my book. Impressive entrepreneurship, I approve. Why does the bottle of spirits cost 300 real? It's real valuable, worth every real. Where'd you get the bottle of spirits? Oh, this is medicinal spirits. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of the scientific ampules a few months ago. Torpedo. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with a half pack of butter and you're good to go. That's a good tip, I should remember it. Well, it isn't really. In a week, the goddamn kidneys start giving me all kinds of hell. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Those assholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing, but I came out on top of it all. Have they no shame taking money for a service they provide? But the idiots left me alone in there. Now I need to teach I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies. Swipe 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room, threw the snakes out, and voila. It's left with this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7 blue alcohol. 2 I already sold to the gentleman here, but this last one is yours for 3 real if you want it. I think this will prove useful. Yes, 3 real and it's yours. Well done, you got it. That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense. Here's the money for the spirits. Son, you will not kill yourself for this. Not today, so we're going to store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit. Yay!
Danko, Abigail.
Don't you call her, you hear? Don't call Abigail.
Oh, Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
You missed a lot. Let's make that shit. Let's get some fucking profit going on in this bitch. Look what we found! Alright. Yeah, we're probably gonna need a lot of hand-eye coordination. Huh. Ugh. That part's broken.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Booms! $5 profit. I think I will stop at noon, which is an hour, and take my lunch and go for my walk and all that shit. So how's your day going, son?
sirs. Have you come to admire my mural?
Why not? Aww. Well, that wasn't worth a tin shit. Well, I guess I will sell that too. So we were already ahead on rent for the night. And if we get enough money, I'm going to buy a thing.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Because the game is like $30. It's kicked to stone. Can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable. You kids look identical. Let's see. He looks just like me. Yeah, I said that. The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again. You're bad with kids. The lieutenant marks with evident glee. I am, yes. Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now? We're not getting anything out of here. Hey, what's your name? The kids don't reply. Have you seen any bad people around? What bad people? Nope. Why the fuck are they there, then? That doesn't make any sense.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts. Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here, and we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
We don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
What kind of ill omen are we talking
the
about?
Usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, alright. A black hound licking your own heels. If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me?
Maybe you're afraid. Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park your motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the corner? Or on the coast? Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about? This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here. She's being evasive. She knows something. There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We'd appreciate your help. Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other. This is like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come out. No, it's not like that, man. With him, we called you. Right now, you just arrived by yourself like a raven, plucking at the window glass. God damn it, I know you know something. This shit is important. This shit? I'm not going to do your work for you just because you got a potty mouth. I see, madam. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway. Ruby was here, you know it. Where could someone stay around here? Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That set of lodgings is what you're looking for. I've got a free room in the shack. How much is it? I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill. From the village to the RCM. Wait, hold on. You're just giving it to me? No one is using it, and God knows it's not much use anyway. You can stay there. There's this guy, Garte, who makes him give money every night, just so I don't go out and die out in the cold. So as I get you, that's why we built our own cinder block house on the seaside, so we don't have to give money to those crooks. They might not look like much, but they're ours. Wait, why isn't anyone using the room? My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm. One more time. I can just have the room? Aye. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and a roof. That's more than some folks have. Unfortunate that incremental development hasn't elevated this neighborhood. I see potential here. Any day now, I'm sure of it. Are you interested or not? Sire, she doesn't believe things will ever improve around here. Yeah. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police. Well, if you're not in the hostel in the morning, know where to find you. Here, in a shack. He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room. What's in this fishing village? Just us. We almost don't exist. This is pretty much a non-place, a gap, a blank place on the map, just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street. The place is so pornographically poor it's not even funny. This place is pornographically poor. The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance. Riddles. Fits with the general ambience here.
Aye, sometimes it's as though I've gotten lost inside this nameless nothing. I'm lost too. Oh? It seems to be a common theme these days. I think I'm in the process of finding myself again. Isn't that what people always think when they're lost? A fleeting smirk runs across your lips. Something I can help you do to find your way, officer? There's gotta be something here. Over there you can find more of the same. Shacks and tree. That's the Pox. The Pox, what's that? An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or used to be. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shocked veterans and folks looking for some quiet in old sanitarium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and a makeshift cinder-block homes. Shacks as far as the eye can see. What happened to the hospital? The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now. Who else lives in this village? Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about them. Home is home. Oh yeah, I met a couple of drunks here. I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and again, and an old one disappears and is forgotten. It is who we are. Is there a way to make money here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks try hiding from their women and forget about. Undercarts, boats, and boxes is not hard to find. Alright, there's another topic I'd like to discuss. What's further down the coast? Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time. Why is it abandoned? Same thing. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then. So they don't hold services anymore, these Ecclesiastes? No, they tried, but things keep happening. Accidents, crimes, the other things. This place never stays open. It used to be such a nice church. What else is down on the coast? Before you go to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, some kind of electrical plant. A run-down bunch of houses empty. Which is it then? Apartments or electrical plant? I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something before the war. I wasn't here then. You were born. I was born in Smart. Anything else of note? Of course, the old fish market up the boardwalk, but it's closed. Who do I want to come to a fish market here? Let's see. There's got to be more along the coast. Well, you're one of those real estate people with big plans. If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned buildings over at Land's End. It used to be a supply depot, we think. Sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut, though. We tried to get in and see if there's anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast. Tell me about yourself. Who are you? Me, I'm just a washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. I'm married. Name is Sadie. Now it's your turn. Lieutenant Double Rifter Harrier Dubois. Quite a handful you got there. So many titles. One of them double. Do you know anything about a lost jacket? What do you want with a lost jacket? That's an excellent question, ma'am. There's honor in retrieving lost things. Aye, laundry fetchers are some of the most honorable people I know. Are you getting a reward for it at least? No. What? You're fetching someone's missing laundry free of charge? You do not have anything better to do? In fact, he does. None of my business either way. How you spend your hours is up to you. Anyhow, you might ask Lillian if she's seen anything lately. That girl's got a way of attracting lost and broken things. I'm off. I wonder if I can get my money back from Garte. I really hope so. Actually, I should Google it before I run my ass up there again. Ugh. Fuck. Guess I'm going for a walk. Garte, give me my money back!
Can I help you?
Damn it. Darn, I feel foolish.
damn it! This fucking cold is fucking my joints! And I am none too happy about it. Ah! Wish I could get the ones on my fingers to go better. Christ almighty, I'm gonna have to go for a walk just to be warm. We don't use the heater in this apartment. It smells awful and fucks my lungs. So it's pretty much just put on more clothes. The problem is, if I put on gloves, I can't really play games, so... That's kind of a side effect of the fibro. You get joint problems. Also, I've probably got one of those typist finger diseases. What are they? Carpal tunnel. That's what they're called. God, they made this place depressing. It's actually really impressive. And I say that because I don't get emotionally involved with games. It's just not my style. What the fuck? Hello, mister. I heard there's a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you? Ooh, I had gloves, very big ones, heavy too. Where'd you get those gloves? Found them when Lambie and I were playing hide and seek in an empty house where no one lives. I think someone hid them there. She doesn't want you to think they stole them. I hid them. The twins are going to take them. They're stupid. We're going to need those gloves. It's for an important police business. Ooh. They're in my sand castle. Behind our house, under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good. You know anyone named Ruby? Ruby. Mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know. I can't say the L. I can't say L, or like sometimes I can, but then older. Where are your parents? My mom's outside, and I don't really know about my dad. Are the twins outside your brothers? Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. Suddenly she starts snickering. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart. Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds. Sure, I mean, you already took it, but I don't like it anyway. It looks angry. What's the thing you're holding? Lambie, he's my friend. Lambie looks soft. Aw, that was kind of nice. That was kind of sweet. Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm gonna turn in this... I'm gonna turn in the bird to Garte. And then I'm going to stop. Because my joints are just hurting too much. What I'll probably do is... I don't even know. I had this vague idea of coming back with RimWorld or something, but my fucking joints hurt even too much for that, so I'll probably just watch videos all day. But, excuse me. But we did get a lot done, so... This isn't some fucking 30-minute flyby. I think this is like 2 hours long already. So it's not like we haven't gotten shit done. I'll watch the VOD to catch up, yep. Don't forget to watch yesterday's VOD, too, because of all the stuff you might have missed there. Oh, damn. That is a sninger.
Can I help you?
I found a new bird. What's this thing? This is the ruffled grouse. It symbolizes the might of male courtship rituals. May it serve as a reminder to keep an eye on the cock carousellers. Cool, okay. I was really hoping not to think about the cock carousel anymore because it made me feel like shit, but this is a competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know, thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you. People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem. This was mostly about the fucking cardio. Massive cardio. Here, you'll live till 90, or you'll get a heart attack from running. I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals. It's not actually about that, but he liked it. Yay! We get to end on a positive note. Oh, tomorrow will be better. Anyway, hope you liked it. I have been Blind Ryan. Me and my sore joints. We'll see you all next time.